Hey everybody, I'm Nikki and this is Backyard Politics. So this is video footage that I took from a protest in Salem, Oregon. I think it was like July 25th or something like that. These are the anti-fascists protesting, the Black Lives Matter movement, in favor of the Black Lives Matter movement. And then every single one of these protests that I have been to, there has been an alt-right counter-protest. And they try to start shit with the people that are there to protest in favor of Black Lives Matter. So it's fascist versus anti-fascist. And in this video footage that I'm about to show you, there is the group of anti-fascists. This one guy who is arguing with one of the alt-right guys, and no cops are anywhere to be found except for hiding inside the state capitol building, watching, laughing, and hiding. Take a look.
Hey troopers, if it's your job to keep the peace, why don't you come out here and protect us from the people that are threatening and intimidating us with their weapons? Do your job!
And they hide when the cameras go to the window.
Do your job! 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 Go home, Nazis!
So then here are the fascists coming to rescue their own dude. I don't know his name. You local activists in the area, you'll know exactly who this guy is. He's like one of the leaders in the area. He's at all of these fucking events. They go and save their guy. It's just a flexing of muscles right now, and it's really fucking stupid. The protesters are literally calling to the cops, why aren't you out here doing your fucking job? And the cops are hiding. That's Oregon State Patrol officers that are hiding, for the record. Their jurisdiction is the Capitol building, and the streets around it are Salem Police Department. But Salem Police Department has done the same in the past. They have hid since one of these protests, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So I wrote, Portland cops must have taken note from Salem PD. Nowhere to be seen when fascists assault protesters. Here's video footage from when the right wing charged the protesters yesterday in Portland, Oregon. They've already said the alt-right has said they want civil war. So it's no surprise it looks like one. And then I also retweeted this. I said, just like Salem PD, a bunch of alt-right fucksticks. So the original tweet is, the Portland police made a loud statement today. They have attacked Portland protesters nightly for almost any infraction. But when the Proud Boys come with guns, shields, metal pipes, and beat protesters and aim firearms, the police do nothing. They sent a message. That message was very clear. So here is on my Instagram feed, policeman in Oregon flashing a white power sign at a Proud Boy. This happened at the same protest as this. That's me asking the cop, why the fuck aren't you doing anything about this? Because there was a Trump supporter who was trying to start shit from the alt-right group across the way. She had infiltrated the line. I have video footage of this. I have called out Salem Police Department so many fucking times on this channel. It's ridiculous. This guy had no response to that chick, but he did push the girl next to me at one point because he wanted her to move back. Shoved her. So that's from that protest. After this, I haven't seen them down there. So this guy, I believe, was Oregon State Patrolman, and he flashed the 3% sign, which looks like an OK sign in sign language, at one of the other guys on the alt-right side. They went, buddied it up. I have video footage of this. Please go back and watch my YouTube videos covering Salem Police Department. I have also been on the Political Vigilante talking about the Salem Police Department and their ties to the alt-right. It is so obvious what is going on here, guys. So they had an internal investigation on this dude, and obviously it came up that he was cleared, you know, because that's how it works. So PDX Hydration Station, they're another really great Twitter feed to follow, so go follow them. It says nothing has happened to this gentleman 2 weeks in a row. And the photo shows this dude pointing a gun. He had pulled the trigger back and was aiming it at anti-fascist protesters in downtown Portland. No cops anywhere to be seen. Which brings me to this article. I will link to it in the description box below. It is it's a good read, as fucking irritating as it is. It's really important. So it says, texts between Portland police and Patriot Prayer ringleader Joey Gibson show warm exchange. The texts show that Lieutenant Jeff Nia had a friendly rapport with far-right organizer Joey Gibson. This was from this article is from back in 2019. Okay, this is before the BLM protests. So it says, hundreds of texts between Portland police and alt-right and right-wing organizer Joey Gibson reveal the extent to which law enforcement officers talked to and even coordinated with right-wing activists in order to police protests in 2017 and 2018. The texts obtained by Willamette Week through a public records request show that Portland Police Lieutenant Jeff Nia had a friendly rapport with Gibson, frequently discussing Gibson's plans to demonstrate in Portland and even joking at times. Gibson's events occurring regularly in the Pacific Northwest since President Trump's election have alarmed and enraged Portlanders, even prompting the mayor to propose new rules restricting protests. That's because the rallies have attracted white supremacists and other extremists and are often thinly veiled pretexts for Gibson's group, the Vancouver, Washington-based Patriot Prayer, to wage violent street fights with masked anti-fascists. Okay, so I gotta tell you something. These guys feel emboldened because of Trump, but it's not because of Trump that they are racist. Okay, like the system is fucking over every single fucking poor person, working person. It's working the way that they designed it to work. It is screwing us all over. That's why we're all out in the streets. So if you think that voting for something like a Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration is something that is going to fix this, you are fucking wrong. You are fucking wrong. Biden authored the goddamn crime bill. I have videos showing all of this too. Biden authored the crime bill, and Harris is a fucking prosecutor that uses slave labor from inmates. So, is it really going to get any better? No. Obama took us from 2 wars to 7. Like, this shit is a systemic problem. It is a system issue. So it goes on to say, Nia is the commanding officer for the Portland Police Bureau Rapid Response Team that patrols protests. That makes him one of the primary officers collecting intelligence about protest groups in Portland. Nia and the Portland Police Bureau have a good reason to collect intelligence from right-wing organizers, yet some of Nia's texts raise questions about whether Portland police help Patriot Prayer supporters to evade arrests during events. Several texts involve Gibson's longtime adjunct, Tiny, who often brawls with anti-fascist protesters, has allegedly assaulted people who were not protesting, and has been arrested multiple times in Portland for assaulting people. They leave that part out. He's also been seen, these guys have been seen in Salem too. On December 8th, 2017, Nia asked Gibson if Tiny had his court stuff taken care of, referring to an active warrant for Tiny's arrest. Nia goes on to say officers ignored the warrant at a past protest and tells Gibson that he doesn't see a need to arrest Tiny if he has a warrant unless Tiny commits a new crime. Just make sure he doesn't do anything which may draw our attention, Nia texted on December 9th. If he still has the warrant in the system, I don't run you guys, so I don't personally know. The officers could arrest him. I don't see a need to arrest on the warrant unless there is a reason. How about the fact that the fucker has a warrant for violent behavior? So that brings me to this. Proud Boy Tiny violating his probation again today. This was yesterday in Portland. Assaulted a female by punching her in the face. Lots of blood on the sidewalk. Victim en route to the hospital. Again, where are the fucking cops? I didn't see any cops there. They're all fucking hiding. They're protecting federal buildings, not the people, like they're supposed to do. Protect and serve my fucking ass. They're protecting and serving the ruling class's donors. That's all they're fucking doing. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my Patreon, Backyard Politics. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Backyard Politics or Backyard Politics Official. And until next time, Medicare be with you.